Hey, 420 MSP back with Dan the Man up in Alaska. And in rehearsal, I was just threatening to get back up there this coming summer if I'm allowed to. And as they say, Dan, keep the light on for me. Little Tom Bodette reference.
You bet. You
So,
bet.
in fact, as I recall, and I always like to shake it up a little bit, but I believe your family, you are an Airbnb, or you have an Airbnb. You participate in the tourism sector.
My wife has a bed and breakfast.
Yeah.
So she lists on Airbnb, but we won't go into that.
Okay.
She just lists there. But we've just been hammered this year as far as travel. The travel industry has just been decimated.
Yeah, it's tough times. So, well, hey, one of the bright spots is indeed the cannabis sector. We could go down several rabbit holes as to why that's a strong sector, but what I really want to focus on this round is overcoming objections. So you're an MSP that's targeted the cannabis vertical, and the objections may not be especially unique to the cannabis vertical. So give us the real world. What objections have you heard from cannabis entities as you're selling into it?
Well, I think that the number one objection continues to be like any other sector, as you just somewhat described, and it has to do with cost. Getting business owners to understand that the IT infrastructure is an asset, not an expense, can be a real challenge. What is fun, though, is we recently, with one of our cannabis clients, we had signed them up to do basic network monitoring, network services, and some laptop agents, etc., to assist with their fairly extensive network that they have. And they also have a large camera NVR system, CCTV system, whatever you want to call it. And they had opted out of having that managed by the company that installed it. Well, we just signed them up to add them on to our contract for that. And the comment back was, well, that was a lot more than what the other company was wanting us to spend with them, but we trust you. So in the long run, you can overcome price objections with service, with support, with trust, with all of those things that are just so important in the business world to be able to provide for a client. What I attempt to do, though, when we first sit down to talk with clients is bring all of those things up really early on in the conversation. And not to mention that I don't mind telling them that we're not cheap. We don't pretend to be, but we are a service and we're there for you. And we want to dispel the cost issue right away, letting them know. And if they don't choose not to go with us, that's fine by me. I don't have the time for chasing companies that don't understand the value that we provide them. And we've got great clients. I've said, I don't know how many times I've told you this, Harry. We've got great clients.
Well, you do. You've earned the right to have great clients. I've been up there and visited with you live a couple of times. I've been to your office, and you've built quite a reputation. So, and you know what? It's in challenging times for that they'll carry you. And hopefully we resemble that. We've got some great clients that are investing forward during this time frame because they see they're strategic, and we're along for the ride. So it's pretty cool. So
yeah, it is. It is.
What I'm taking away from this month's chat is the cannabis vertical is not really that much different than any vertical when it comes to the objections, right? So that's important, because I think people need to understand that you guys, you can do this. You can target this vertical and do this. Now there's maybe half a dozen areas you need to read up on, and we have resources up on 420 MSP about compliance and other things. But aside from that, it's just an SMB.
It's a we're a small business. They're a small business. We provide a service. Our goal is to relieve the ownership or the management of the anxiety of the IT end of things. And sometimes we do really well at that, and other times, we find that we need to pick that up a little bit better. But our goal is to make sure that we're supporting our clients. And I believe that it's always super nice to hear that we are responsive, unlike calling some of the local ISPs up here that you're told that you're going to be on the hold for 50 minutes before somebody can get to you. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
It is very, very challenging though, across all sectors, everywhere, for everybody in today's day and age. And hopefully we'll see it get better. But I don't think it's certainly not going to happen overnight.
No. All right, my friend. Well, enjoy those shorter days up there. Little bit of humor there, and we'll talk to you next time. Thank you, Dan.
Yeah. Thank you, Harry.